Unrest Podcast.
Welcome to the Unrest Podcast, where we talk about everything scary, spooky, and haunted.
The legends, myths, and history behind the ghost stories.
The ones you've heard and the ones you haven't.
I'm Caitlin Stansel. My career has been about telling stories, and now it's our chance to share the stories of those who've been unable to find rest in death. I've always been drawn to tales and shows about hair-raising, mysterious experiences, and now we're going to get to share many of those with you.
Hey y'all, I'm Carter Coyle, and Caitlin and I both live here in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, which is full of history and definitely full of ghost stories. So we plan to share a lot of those low country hauntings with you, but there's really no limit on the places or the haunts that we want to share with you all. Now, am I personally a believer in ghosts? Maybe. I'm a little skeptical, but I'm hoping that your stories can convince me.
And I'm Madeline Green. Ever since I was a kid, I have been obsessed with ghosts and the paranormal. Whether it was begging people to tell me their scariest stories, making my own homemade horror movies, or renting every ghost story book at the public library. I'm so excited to share with you some of my favorite stories, but we also want to hear from you guys, some of your own spine-tingling spooks, from unexplainable experiences to recognizable spirits that have touched your lives.
Each episode will feature a spooky story of our choice, a bit of historical context, and a real-life spook.
A chance for our listeners to share their own ghostly experiences.
Stay tuned because the Unrest Podcast is launching soon.
Unrest in peace.